Kicking off our highlights show today is a trip to the Annex Stadium for Manchester United to take on Brighton in the Premier League. While in the Champions League, it doesn't get any easier, does it? He's just beaten Juventus, and now Gregg Popovich has Bayern Munich to contend with in the quarter-finals. Highlights from both these matches coming next. So all Manchester United can do as we approach the tail end of this season is just win, keep on winning, and just hope for favours from other clubs. It really does seem to be out of their hands somewhat at the top, with Jose Mourinho relentlessly pushing his team towards a Premier League title, it seems, on his first attempt with his Spurs side. And Popovich just cannot get a break. But there have been the dips in form, but to be honest, you really can't blame United. This season has been another special year for the special one, and his unbeaten start, where he went the first half of the season unbeaten, really did set the tone for the rest of the season. It's just a case of win and hope now for United, but they certainly have given us the best show in town when it comes to playing football. As we've said plenty of times this season, the league already with an early chance saved by the keeper. So just as a reminder, Manchester United will be taking on Bayern Munich in the first leg of the Champions League following this match. Although in situations elsewhere, and Bruno Fernandes ends an early goal. And we were going to say, maybe situations and maybe things elsewhere, maybe curtailing the season for a little bit. There's been some rumours and discussions over the future of this season. We don't really know any of the details right now, so we aren't going to speculate. But this season, we don't know what is going to happen when it comes to people and playing behind closed doors. Maybe there's been some discussions happening, and we don't from inside the Premier League on what to do should things escalate, let's say, because we don't want to judge too early. Here's Proper, and here's Martin Montoya. A lot of space down the right here. And Diaz has got it and cleared it. The secondary unit for Popovich today, no Paul Pogba. No Paul Pogba for a while in Manchester United. I guess Bayern Munich coming up. They want to set a statement. Oh my goodness, and Marcus Rashford has set a statement with that. It's the second goal of the day. And Manchester United looking as they mean to go on, to be honest. It really is a crime that they are not top of the league. They have played the best football this season, no doubt about it. If you're a Manchester United fan, that is further emphasised. The league to Rashford, bang. And that is emphatic from Marcus Rashford. 2-0 to Manchester United. And we can only hope for the comparative sake that maybe other teams do United a favour. It would be only 4 points behind Spurs if they were to win and Spurs were to drop or lose today. Manchester United already seem to be hitting the resurgence button again. And the winning Juventus really has spurred them on. Brighton 0, United 2. Duffy to Dunk. Nui. By Andreas Pereira. Malik. Rashford is calling for it, and he's been fouled by Malik, and it's 3-0. And it's already curtains for Brighton as Marcus Rashford scores another. And they are sending a message to Jose Mourinho and Spurs that they will not be going down for this title without fighting for it. The league just picking out Rashford. It's so easy. And Manchester United are like this. No one is stopping them. And the league is turning into the great distributor today. He's bought for goals and he's been distributing alongside Rashford instead. And this is a day where Marcus Rashford could do with an abundance of goals. Probably to take the load off Mason Greenwood a little bit. because he has finally been rested by Coach Popovich after a bit of a run of games. And that is the end of the first half, and Manchester United already home and dry and on their way to 3 points with another half to play. 1 goal from Fernandes and 2 from Rashford in the first 18 minutes means United are in command. Brighton 0, Manchester United 3. Well, as we've said so many times this season, it is what United do with the ball. It is most crucial. Mbappe! Oh, it's a good save by De Gea. He's not really had much to do all afternoon, David De Gea, but that is a splendid save. From a splendid shot, to be fair. Absolutely out of the top drawer, David De Gea. World class. As usual. We haven't said it a lot under Coach Popovich, but he's kept them out when it's mattered, to be fair. As Glenn Murray comes on from Mbappe. And a Brighton substitution. The ball is everywhere, and it's in. And it'll probably be nothing more than a consolation for Trossard. He does get one. And we've seen comebacks before. There's a whole mess in the box here. I'm just talking about a splendid save from David De Gea, but unfortunately he goes and concedes. Curse of the commentators here. One of the greatest of clearances. Trope is probably the most alert to the ball, to be fair. The ball really nicks off a head, 2 heads, and a clash of players. McTominay and his man, and Proper is the man most alert to it. Just one of those things. No, not Proper, Trossard, my apologies. But it could be a little more than a consolation with 15 minutes to play. Manchester just need to keep their heads, really. Nudge. He's going to play Rashford. Rashford's going to touch it on. He's going to put it around the keeper. And he's going to make it 4-1. And a hat-trick for Marcus Rashford today. He gets the match ball. And he hushes the crowd. Marcus Rashford doing brilliantly from the pass from Bruno Fernandes. It was absolutely perfect. Manchester United just restoring their lead. Because they will always score. What a ball this is by Fernandes. And what a touch that is from Rashford. Has the pace and power. And the keeper comes out to no avail. And Marcus Rashford has been sensational this afternoon. Chipped by Fernandes. Rashford with the touch there. Uses his pace and his power. And gets round the keeper. And it's 4-1. And Marcus Rashford has a ball. Literally. And it's easy pickings for United today. Free kick was given away by Brighton. That just sums up their afternoon, doesn't it? Gross. Trossard. And he scored it. Well, Trossard's on fire, that's for sure. 4-2. No doubt United will probably just go and score again. Which has been the case this season. This was over as a legit contest a while ago, but there's still 8 minutes left to play. This is a good play from Brighton, to be fair. Trossard latches onto it. Herrera loses his man there. And it's 4-2. This is a greatly worked goal from Brighton, to be fair to them. So there's all the time and space in the world to pass it to De Gea there with the shot. It's 4-2. And the 3 substitutes have come on. Igalo. It wasn't Igalo, it was Malik, I think. Donny van der Beek, Igalo and Wan-Bissaka for Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford and Diego Dalot respectively as Diaz goes down and take home the 3 points. Wan-Bissaka's going to dance and he's going to dance some more, and Wan-Bissaka almost earning a spectacular goal for himself. He scored in the Champions League against Juventus of a whipping ball from Telles. That time it was an amazing run goal. Well, it was over a long time ago. Marcus Rashford has a match ball. Bruno Fernandes made it 4-1. 2 goals from Trossard were not enough. And United have another 3 points. Brighton 2, United 4. So coinciding with match day 30, Southampton beating Villa by 2 goals to 0. Manchester City beat Sheffield United by 3 goals to 1, further compounding their relegation, I believe. Liverpool 2, Bournemouth 0. Leicester City blowing a dent to Mikel Arteta's Champions League hopes. The 1-0 win over Arsenal today. Chelsea, meanwhile, took advantage and have beaten Watford by a goal to 0. But there is dropped points at Spurs as they drew against Everton by 2-2, and that changes the title race. Wolves are 1-0 winners against Newcastle. Crystal Palace have 2-0 win against Sheffield United, and Burnley beat Norwich City by 3 goals to 0. So that means for the table it is 5 points now between Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. This could go right down to the final day. Arsenal, despite losing, stay in 3rd, and it doesn't really compound their Champions League hopes as I thought, because they were 3rd already. Manchester City moved back into 4th, Everton dropped to 5th. Wolverhampton Wanderers have moved up to 11th, but they've got a 3-point gap to chase Villa to get into the top 10. Chelsea, having a really below par season to be fair, down in 8th there. At the bottom, no changes. And for Sheffield United and Norwich City, you have to say that relegation is very much looming over them now. Well, good evening from Old Trafford. Manchester United are taking on Bayern Munich in the last 8 of the Champions League. And that is only half the story today, because we are having a very unprecedented situation right now. There is no crowd in this stadium. We are a very unprecedented time right now. The teams are heading out. We are going to be playing behind closed doors. There is going to be an emergency meeting sometime this week to decide the future of football and what it might intend for the season going forward. Everything as of now is unfinished. There is no finished football for another, say, 6 to 8 weeks now. Probably 9 weeks in total. Here are the teams for you. It's a traditional Coach Popovich lineup. No real changes to what you would actually expect. And, well, it's a very eerie situation for me up here in the commentary box. It is literally empty aside from the PA that is going on right now. There is the Bayern Munich lineup. Pavard is an interesting inclusion. Manuel Neuer's in goal. And I tell you, this is such an unprecedented situation. I've never been in a situation like this. I think this is probably one of the first ever matches behind closed doors for some time. And, well, here we go. One of the most unprecedented games of football in the pinnacle of European football. And it's just so odd. Like this is just immediately the most quiet ever. It's and who knows, we might not even get a finished season at this point. It depends what the FA and UEFA and the Premier League can all come up with in that meeting. There's been some talk of indefinite suspension of the season at the least. No cancellation as of yet. Other countries are even considering that option for the moment, like the French league could go. And that is the end of the first half in what could be a final game of football for a while this all gets sorted out. Unfortunately, we have no goals to bring to you, and not much else either. Manchester United 0, Bayern Munich 0, and for the first time in probably about a bunch of games, look at that, Manchester United all over the football. Here is Felipe Coutinho with a free kick. It's going to be crucial for Bayern if they can put it in. And David De Gea was seeing stars, and it was off the bar. David De Gea did not even move. What a free kick by Coutinho, but unlike a lot of free kick goals, that one actually doesn't go in. It hits the bar instead. At the moment, and Thomas Muller, he's sent away Lewandowski. And he's got past Koulibaly. Oh, he's wasted the chance. Robert Lewandowski, who's a prolific goal scorer here. What a ball. Lewandowski had all the time in the world after passing Koulibaly. He rushed it, to be fair. And, well, he might rue that chance later. And it would be a crucial away goal for Bayern Munich as well. Thiago. Forward to Thomas Muller. Lindelof gets it. Bruno Fernandes clears it up. Martial. Pogba. Martial. Rashford. Rashford finds Mason Greenwood. 1-0. 1-0. And Mason Greenwood has scored. And that is a vital goal. And Manchester United, maybe, just maybe on for this competition. And with the 4 Mason Greenwoods in, you have to say they deserve it. Pass, 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 shot, goal. Gregg Popovich football, we love it. And another goal for the brilliant Mason Greenwood. Look at that from Rashford. Absolutely sensational football once again by Gregg Popovich's side. Mason Greenwood has given United the lead. And under the quietness of this stadium today, Manchester United may just have had a foot in the door for the semi-finals. Chris Coleman's coming on for Ganabi. Tellez. Mason Greenwood. Jesse Lingard with a rocket. Oh, he's put it wide, unfortunately. Probably he's trying to steal one last wonder goal before we don't know when or what will happen. But for the moment at least, Manchester United have one foot in the door to the semi-final. A goal by Mason Greenwood means they win tonight, but it is all in the hands of everyone else as to what happens from here. Manchester United 1, Bayern Munich 0. So, at the quarter-final stage, here are the rest of the scores from the first legs. Liverpool and Manchester City in the All-Premier League tie finished 1-1. Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona finished 0-0. And Lille had a wonderful night against Chelsea with another 4-0 lead to take to the second leg. But will we even have one? It remains to be seen. As we said earlier tonight, there will be a meeting later this week to discuss the future of the 1920 football season. We will keep you updated as we have them for you. Breaking news in the last few moments following the recent lockdown measures that have been implemented in the United Kingdom and the emergency meeting by the football governing bodies. The Premier League, the Championship, the Champions League and the Europa League have all been postponed and are hoping for a solution to be found to get those competitions back underway as soon as possible due to the unfinished nature of those competitions. But EFL League 1 and 2 has been cancelled outright, as has the Scottish Premiership and League 1 in France. The Bundesliga and Serie A are hoping to implement the same particular measures as such for the Premier League. It's not just the world of football that's been hit by this either. Formula 1's Australian Grand Prix has been outright cancelled, and they've also had to postpone their start of the season, and that's exactly the same situation in MotoGP with the recent cancellation of the Qatar GP. The American sports have it even tougher. NASCAR, IndyCar, MLB, NBA and NHL have all been suspended, and due to the nature of those sports, they might not even get their seasons finished. For the NFL, they might be lucky as their season starts in August and they are hoping to begin there as planned, but should there be no solution, it'll be probably postponed until further notice.